Hey, Jeff Ronning here. I am co-founder of Stealth Seminar. And you know, I took a trip to a boxing match last weekend, and it required me to drive from Phoenix, where I live, to Las Vegas. And perhaps you've made one of these drives where there's a lot of desolate area. So I'm just motoring through the desert, enjoying a little bit of music, just relaxing, letting my mind wander. And up in the distance, I see this gas station. I see this outline of this building. And I assume it's a gas station. I get a little closer, and sure enough, it does look like it's got the sign and stuff. And I get a little closer, and it's probably been about 40 or 50 years since it's actually been a gas station. When I finally lay eyes on it, it's it's seen better days. It's no longer open. It's dusty. Most of the windows are broken out. The gas pumps are long gone. This place, I don't know. It maybe was open in the 40s, right? Do you have a webinar registration page like that? A webinar registration page that is not generating the business it should? A webinar registration page that is not getting the people through the door, and now just kind of like a desolate sort of webinar registration page that's just floating out there on the internet? See, the very first thing, the key to succeeding with webinars is getting the traffic to the registration page. A lot of people have trouble with that. And unless you get the traffic to the webinar registration page, unless you get people to register, you can't succeed. Just like that gas station didn't obviously get the traffic, and it couldn't succeed. So I've got 7 keys here for you that will help you get a boatload, a landfill, a car-to-car traffic jam to your webinar registration page. Number 1, the first thing that you should do is you want to look at that webinar registration page. You want to consider tweaking it. I would consider split testing. Split test the registration page. Split test it so that you've got one registration page that looks totally different to another registration page. Totally different design. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to split test the copy on that registration page. One will have completely different copy to the other, okay? And number 3, the third thing you can do that will make a huge difference is you can split test whether or not a video makes a positive or negative impact on that registration page. 3 things you can do right there that will significantly boost your attendees on your registration page. Now, if you see me glancing down here, it's because I've got important notes, because I want to tell you this stuff so that you don't end up like that dusty gas station and blowing away and having all your business go out the door. So the 4th thing that you should do is you should look at your demographics. Who are you driving to this page? Really make sure you understand that. Some people might call it a legend, others might call it an avatar. The key is this registration page has to attract and has to be marketed right to that audience that you want to be on your webinar. The 5th thing is you want to look at your pay-per-click. Where are you getting your traffic from? If right now you're getting traffic from Facebook and it's not working, why? If you've looked at your demographics and you've determined your demographics are on and your Facebook traffic is great, then you want to go to a different source. Maybe try Bing or Google or something like that. Look at your pay-per-click traffic. You can drive a boatload of traffic that way, and you can get a full-packed webinar that way. The 6th thing is, if you still need traffic, is go set up a little JV with somebody. You probably know somebody in the business that's willing to direct traffic to you. Maybe they could do it via an email blast, or maybe they could do it just with a simple link on a thank you page of their page. You could reciprocate. You could have a link to their offer on your thank you page. And finally, the 7th way to drive a massive amount of traffic to that registration page of yours is to figure, you know what? a lot of these people aren't going to register. Just like those cars obviously kept driving by this gas station. And put retargeting code on your registration page so that even if they don't register at this point in time, you can follow them all over the internet. And the internet's a big place. Think of that gas station. Think if you kept cruising by and then they could lift up their gas station and put it like a mile in front of you, and then you drove by again and they did it again and they did it again. That's exactly what the retargeting code is. There's 7 ways to drive some massive traffic to your webinar registration page so that you don't have to worry about having that desolate, broken down, garbage gas station on the side of the highway. You can turn it into a thriving metropolis of like a truck stop Disneyland. That's what you want. And that's what you can have with those tips. My name is Jeff Ronning, and got any comments, any questions? Feel free to shoot them my way. Thank you very much. I wish you successful webinars and a packed to the rafters event. Take care.